What up, what up, what up, what up? All right, we here. Haha. Oh boy, I'm genuinely nervous for this chapter. Not sure what to expect. Apparently shit is gonna get crazy. I've been dodging spoilers left and right. It's been crazy. Haven't been spoiled yet. Still have still have until I pull up the chapter on the screen, which is also apparently a spoiler. Theo, come on, behave. You little shit. What up, Gambi? What up, Milo? Usiuda? Well, okay, that's a new name, I think. Welcome to the stream. Who else we got here? Got my goat, indeed. Theo, come on. Oh, I'm genuinely nervous for this chapter, man. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, damn, gifted subs? That's... Damn, shit, that's... crazy. Wait, what? Damn, good shit. Damn, appreciate it, Milo. That's crazy. So crazy that I don't even have an alert set up for for gifted subs. But I've blessed them. I hope so. But damn, okay. Once again, really appreciate it, man. Thanks. Oh, we can send money. Fair enough. But yeah, the only, yeah, I don't even have an alert set up for gifted subs. So whatever happened, I don't know if you got an alert or not, but appreciate it, man. Thanks. Maybe you got a standard alert, maybe not, but we'll see. Again, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Let me pull up the chapter. And like I said, oh, actually, TCB One Piece. Like I said, I was going to take off my glasses. Okay, okay, I should do this more often. I don't see shit right now. I don't see shit. I'll turn away. Okay. We survived. We survived the disaster that is the Oda spoiler. No hint spoilers. Yes, exactly. And like and subscribe. I've got the Straw Hat ready to go if it's actually that hype. If it lives up to the hype, the Straw Hat is ready to go. If it's even more hype than hype, I got this ready to go. Which I'd rather actually not. Damn, shit happened so crazy, like so fast, last minute. The chapter came out while I was having dinner. I didn't have, so I had to set up stream within the last 20 minutes, and didn't even have time to brush my teeth. So now I feel kind of dirty right now. Anyway, let's just get started, I guess. Oda, a note from Oda. I'm happy that season 2 of the One Piece live action is being received well. I want children around the world to watch it too. Is it suitable for children? Drink the bottle. Man, fuck, man. Yo, what up, Lucas? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yep, come on, get up here. You gonna behave? I know the chapter's hype, but you gotta behave, okay? Little shit. You get up here. You gotta be visible on camera. Oh. There you go. The Straw Hat will do. Yeah, I considered suggesting my the One Piece live action to my friends for their children. But then I was like, wait, actually, no, the live action is pretty... it's pretty intense. Maybe not that suitable for kids. Like, over 12 years old, I guess that could work, but anything younger than that, nah. Anyway, first page, here we go. Oh, before we start, in the last few days, I had a thought because I was listening to the weekly podcast, I guess, from Brago and Sive. And they were talking about emu, and something just hit me. Because it makes no sense that like the top tiers of the world could not injure emu with like a crazy attack like that in the flashback. Luffy's attack did nothing in Gear 5 mode. Loki's attack did nothing, which only left me to wonder, maybe it's because emu was never actually physically there. Like maybe this is on some Akatsuki projection shit. You know, like in Naruto, when the Akatsuki would like have a meeting, it would only see like a projection. Hold up. Maybe it's something like that going on, and is only able to like activate Domi Reversi or some shit. I can say on live stream, but I'm saying you're not ready for. Damn. I mean, the last time that happened was with chapter 1138 with the mural. That turned into a 4-hour stream, followed by another 4-hour stream, followed by another 4-hour stream. So we'll see. Yo, Multi, what up? What up, Mr. Dens? What up, what up, what up? Welcome, everybody. And of course, you guys, if you haven't yet, like and subscribe. So yeah, that's my final thoughts on emu, and the reason why no one was able to injure or hurt emu. And I guess I'm gonna get either proven wrong or proven right this chapter. Great emu, did I hear you correctly? Watching the mural video, he wasn't expecting it first. No, I was not expecting anything from the mural. Like the realization happened like after I read the final panel, and that shit took me like half an hour to read all of it. But yeah, what's emu planning? The Holy Land, Merjois, and we see only 4 of the 5 elders. 4 out of 5 elders, and last week, or not last, yeah, I think it was last week. I think it was on the Discord where I mentioned it. I was like, wait, did something maybe happen to the Gorosei? The Holy Land, Merjois, and we see the rubble. We see, I guess, some smoke covering the rubble. Room of Authority. Surely you don't intend to actually visit Elbaf yourself. Please reconsider. For you to descend to the lower realm. Oh, actually, let me just... There's an ad break on Twitch, so let me just wait 30 seconds. Okay, ad break should be done any moment now. Oh, I completely forgot. I'm so sloppy right now. I forgot to switch to more appropriate music. I'm all over the place today. Okay, I think the ads on Twitch should be over now. And whoever's on Twitch, if there's an ad playing, just let me know. Then I'll take it easy and just wait until the chapter's over. So the fraud, Mr. Fraud himself, is missing. Wait, no, don't tell. Don't tell me he got bitch slapped again during whatever was going on at Merjois. Oh, never mind. There he is. He will speak of the devil. Just happens to walk in. This is no time for idleness. How long can the Holy Land possibly be defended under these conditions? Garling. Shamrock's return seems to have helped quell matters. But we were arrogant to think we could easily stop the lower realm dwellers from using starvation tactics against us. Well, yeah, it's a siege. Starving you is gonna kill you. I guess Oden is really going for the dumb villain trope with the Celestial Dragons. Like, completely out of touch with reality. Delusional. What good are leaders who can't even keep their own troops fed? Troops? Back on YouTube? Okay, fair enough. So are they... No, because a while ago, I remember seeing Celestial Dragons, like, whining that they were not having food. Like, demanding lobster. Because of the siege. But Garling is more focused on the troops, which is interesting. Our priority should be rallying the military might needed to assert global dominance. Even the former Navy headquarters... The former? Really? Like, the one that's pretty much destroyed by Whitebeard. That was closed down. Huh. Okay, that definitely is a tactic, but a bit, I would say, not necessary, I guess. Because in Paradise, the Marines already kind of have control over everything. It's the new world that is a problem. That's why not Sengoku. That's why Akainu decided to like move headquarters to the new world, so he could deploy easier from there. Okay, and then someone from the Mushi. Garling, where's the food? This is no way for Celestial Dragons. Okay, so yeah, fair enough. Yeah, okay. So yeah, Celestial Dragons are still being whiny bitches, out of touch with reality. Oh, wait! Huh? Oh, that... Huh. Okay, so she's still... I completely forgot about her. I completely forgot she was alive. I guess they did, and hold up their end of the bargain, the Gorosei. Labo Phase power plant, Marie-Joie, and we see a Mother Flame. I told you, York. I thought I told you, York. The Holy Land is currently facing a food shortage. Do you know one of the things that might break this deadlock? Okay, so York just being whiny on the ground. The Mother Flame. If you truly wish to live like a celestial dragon, hurry up and produce energy. Okay, so I'm guessing that's the incomplete Mother Flame, or the stolen bit that York stole a while ago. That wasn't part of the deal. And then Garling interrupts her. Some might claim the original Vegapunk was aligned with this rebellion. He's here. He's here, isn't he? But actually, no, he says rebellion, so this is from within. It's not, he didn't call it an invasion. Consider this your penance. Okay, so yeah, he's using that as an excuse to punish her. One disaster after another. It all started after Nika resurfaced. Okay, but does that mean like on Wano, or does that mean in Elbaf, right in front of Imu? Are we to write this off as mere coincidence, or was it all of that inevitable? Wano for sure. Okay. I mean, if it's Wano, then that's essentially their fault. Like, if they didn't interrupt the fight, Luffy might not have awakened. If they didn't interrupt the fight, Luffy might not have died. He would have definitely... Luffy and Kaido were in the final clash. They were about to unleash their final attacks. Luffy was going to lose that. But I'm not sure if he was going to die if he wasn't interrupted. They screwed up. Yeah, exactly. They shot themselves in the foot. Because of the interruption, Luffy completely lowered his guard. He was caught off guard, completely lowered his guard, which made Kaido's attack lethal instead of just knocking him out. Remember what the path is already set for. Yep, already set for Nika to return. In any case, Great Emu, you should. You should not leave Pangaea Castle. Allow us to dispatch Navy admirals to Elbaf instead. A few problems with that. How long will it take them to get there? Even with a potential time dilation going on with Elbaf. That might take them quite a bit. Second problem. How many Navy admirals are you willing to send there? One is definitely not going to be enough. Sending 2 Navy admirals could be a problem for the Straw Hats. 3 could get the job done, but the problem with sending 3 admirals, you'd have all 3 admirals in one location, and the entire, like, essentially the greatest force of the military of the Marines of the world government will be unavailable. They screwed up big time, but you also have to consider that there would have been possibility where you awaken without losing to Kaido. No, I think my take is that Luffy needed to die in order to awaken. And it's more specifically dying for a... how do you say it? Dying for liberation. Because at that moment, Luffy was not fighting for himself. He was fighting for Wano. And because he died fighting for Wano, I think that's what triggered the awakening. That's what triggered Luffy to, like Kaido said, in order to awaken, your body and mind have to catch up to the Devil Fruit. So in that moment, Luffy fully lived up to the potential, to the expectation of Nika, I guess, which fully awakened him. Allow us to dispatch Navy admirals to Elbaf instead. Hey, Dio, come on. Come on, get up here. Come on. Here. No, okay, she's being a brat. She's just yapping at me and being a brat. That won't do. Consider all other incidents that have arisen. Our hands are tied. In that case, we must go... and do what? And do what? They couldn't do shit against the Straw Hats in Egghead that were heavily outnumbered. But right now, invading Elbaf will be a full-blown war, an all-out war. What the fuck are they gonna do? War Curie, this is no mere coincidence. Arrogance, idleness, negligence, pride. Thou must cast aside these follies at once. Okay. Okay. Wow, okay, I'm impressed, Emu. Actually showing some intelligence. Arrogance, idleness, negligence, pride. Pride we've seen mostly from Emu only. Arrogance, yeah, from Gorosei, 100%. Idleness, 100% from Gorosei, and negligence. But he's missing one. Emu is missing one, one other flaw: incompetence. This was all inevitable. The goat. I'll be back. Damn, I miss Rox. Rox was such a fun character, man. It was such a fun character to follow around. Oh, all the goats. Okay, so first rocks. I'll be back. So that was their first encounter when rocks killed an admiral. Then we have the other goat. Seek it out, Roger at the execution. And then we have Shirahoshi. It appears that Neptune has had a daughter. Shanks. The Delphi was stolen. And then Harold. Is something unforeseen lurking on Elbaf? Oh. Okay, I'm getting chills. No, this alone. Just not this right here. This. That is the goat. So each of damn fucking hell. We have new intel on the fog ship's captain. His name is Loki. He is Harold's son. Okay. Why would Whitebeard protect that young man? Who is he? Monkey D. Luffy? Okay, we've never. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but we've never seen this interaction of the Gorosei discussing why Whitebeard would protect Luffy. Monkey D. Luffy, and then the future goat lying there in his most traumatic moment in his life. And that one, Marshall D. Teach. Work lurking? Nah, don't worry about it. Nefertari D. Lily, and we see Cobra, Joy Boy, Davy Jo. What is Imu setting up here? And of course, guys, do not forget, very important, like and subscribe. Will thou keep making Mu suffer? Really? So he's thinking about all these people. So Imu thinking about Rocks, Roger, Shirahoshi, Shanks, Harold, Loki, Whitebeard, Luffy, and Teach. Cobra, Joy Boy, and Davy Jones. And then says, will thou keep making Mu suffer? How exactly is Imu suffering though? As in, like, it's an inconvenience for Imu, or retrieve Vivi. And of course, yeah, the giant picture of Lily. Oh shit. Oh shit, it's happening. Oh shit, it's happening. It was all set into motion long, long ago. Great Imu. The Holy Land shall be left in all thine hands. Great Imu, if you go to the surface realm. We have no authority to forbid this. Well, okay. I'm gonna give Garling some credit. The only one talking sense here. Yeah, from their perspective, this is the only logical thing to do. If Imu is that busted, that's the only thing they could do. Sending admirals might take weeks before they get there. The Gorosei can't do shit. Even together. The fuck are the Holy Knights gonna do? So yeah, send Imu. Great Imu, if you leave this castle. It is not in our place to question this. It is... The Great One is fully aware of the consequences. Oh my god, I didn't even... Oh my god, I didn't even see his face. Oh, he looks pitiful. No one can stop them. Them? Who is them? Yo. What is this? It meant emu? No one can. Ah, right. Fair enough. Emu's non-binary. Fair enough. But what is this right here? That looks like either a mountain wall, but there's like some squares on it, or some rectangles. Oh boy, boy. Okay. Elbaf, New World. The red line? Oh, that's really? Oh, okay. Wait, stairs. I don't recall stairs during the reverie. I do remember like the elevators where Garp and Shirahoshi were on. I don't recall stairs though. So Emu. Hadruden, Stansen. West Village, Realm of the Sun. Check it out. One of the demons was trying to put himself back together again, so I... Oh, screw you, don't mess with me. Good shit. Fuck that guy. Screw you, don't you dare mess with me. So Sommers. Yeah, Sommers being Sommers. He's still alive in this state? Look. It's like a magnet. Freaky. You're the real freak. Nah, keep torturing him. Yeah, squish his head. They called you Gerd. I'll remember that. I swear I'm gonna give you a... How? How will you do that? You have a worse losing streak than Garling. I think you should take a look at this too. Oh, oh, it is okay. It is metallic. A steel heart. Oh, that is so strange. I wonder if I destroyed this, would he still be able to patch himself back up? Zoro, please, 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 please. Zoro, please, please. Please. Take off your goggles and kill him. Near Walrus School. Hang in there, Usopp, Brook. All your bones are busted. Damn. Oh my god. All your bones are busted. Want me to turn you guys into cyborgs? Not gonna lie, Cyborg Brook would go hard as fuck. Where's Chopper? Says Jinbei. Yeah, if the doctor's not available, then leave it to the mechanic. I won't forget your name, Sanji. You better remember mine. I already forgot. Yeah, Sanji's like me, not remembering names. Imagine Metal Brook will go hard as fuck. That would be crazy. Gunko still in the ice block. Okay, Oda is setting things up here. Holy shit. Someone froze the school. Not quite. Its thermal energy was absorbed. Okay, so Lilith. Okay, so Lilith just casually talking to Loki. Luffy on a big meatball, I guess. Old man Luffy. Ragnar also chomping on, I think, something that looks like a meatball. Well, this was a bust. All the school's lunch supplies are rock solid and oh, they're all frozen. Okay, fair. We should give some to Usopp and the others. Focus on getting yourself back to normal first. You know, it's a bit strange to say, but like, chill Loki is... I don't know, it's dumb to say, but like, chill Loki is just chill as fuck. Like, honestly seems like a solid guy to hang out with. Once you get like past his chaotic nature. Ragnar's dope, yeah, I love Ragnar. Loki, that person you froze earlier, are they dead? It was a flash breeze, so they won't die, but they can only be thawed out by Ragnar here. Real? Oh, that's crazy. So ice, holy shit! So Ragnar's ice doesn't melt. They won't be able to escape, at any rate. So, don't sweat it. That is crazy. Uh-oh. In the distance, something rumbling. Nami notices. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, this chapter, surprisingly funny. Even strong. I don't think it's necessarily stronger. I think it just doesn't abide by, I guess, laws of physics. Ooh, good one. Which also plays into the fact that... Oh, good one. Maybe. Right. Maybe frozen by Loki? No, the Galilean, no. Unless they were somehow still active 6 years ago and Loki just backed them up. But he's here, or they're here. What in the world is that? That black smoke looks weird. Multiple. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Look at the sky. What in the... Okay, this is different. Is that a magic circle? And it appears above the castle where the pentagram has been drawn. Everybody, come quick! What's this rumbling? I'm right by your side, Nami-san! Fraud King is coming? I mean, it's too early to judge Imu. Holy fuck! I think I called it. In a, not completely, but I compared Imu's ability. I made comparisons with Imu's ability with Big Mom's ability. And this is giving mad Big Mom vibes, like Whole Cake Island vibes, except not as cheerful as Big Mom's ability. So these are Imu's homies? Or maybe they're called different. Maybe they're just called bros. Dororon. Oh, the houses are... What the heck is this, a dream? Dororon. Nah, okay, the anime better cook the fuck out of this. I can already imagine like the menacing, playful music playing. Like on some Luigi's Mansion type shit, but more playful. Big Mom on the... Exactly. Pretty interesting that music is also being played. Yeah, exactly. And... Oh my god, Luffy's... Is this shit gonna mix with Luffy's drums? So wait, when you get to this, hire the best fucking musicians you can find. Dorororo, borororo, kof, doom. The forest trees too. This one, this one looks like Brooke. Is this another one of their abilities? This is no devil fruit, man. Whatever the fuck this is, that's no devil fruit. Done. And these are not drums either. This is someone singing those words. Da da dun, da da dun. And someone is going. Okay, this panel's hard. This panel goes hard. What the? Oh, the kids are passing out. And no, not just the kids. That's Conqueror's hockey. It's coming from the castle. Oh, isn't this the same hockey as before? West Castle interior. Throne room. Coughing. Say what now? The black goo falls down. Or it's blood. A very childlike looking hand. Wings growing. I don't think that's blood. West Castle explodes. Okay, hold up. I don't want to see what's on the left, so the castle surrounded by okay, so the pentagram in the sky has disappeared. The clouds are doing something. The houses. The Great One! Don't tell me, he came here in person. Look, there's someone on the castle spire. No, what the? Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna milk the shit out of this. So someone is sitting on the spire. I can see the awakened Zoan Hagoromo scarf. A big staff. Where are the wings? I think this is the hardest design Oda has ever given us. Holy fucking shit. Clearly, Lunarian, the dark skin, the white hair, but also has horns. It's hard to... I don't... Oh, wait, no, that's... Oh, no, he big. I was going to say, no, he doesn't look big. He's not a giant. But that's not a normal castle. That is a giant castle. Loki, Herald, and other giants were fighting in there. And those motherfuckers are big as fuck. The castle outside stayed intact. Remained intact because of how big the castle is. World Government Creator. One of the first 20 ability. I just had a fucking stroke reading that. World Government Creator, one of the first 20 ability. Devil's Fruit. Translator's note. Devil is written here entirely in katakana, whereas it's typically written with kanji for normal devil fruits. Yeah, so I think this is as far as we get in terms of confirmation that whatever this is, whatever the fuck this is, that's no devil fruit. This is something that precedes that. King of the World, Saint Nerona. Oh my fucking shit. What? Oh wait, that was blood. Wait, you're saying that's Lily? Wait, where is saying Vivi? I'm trying to make sense of the horns. Maybe last. Oh no. Okay. Oh, hold up. No. He descends. Holy. Okay, so. Okay, that's out of the picture. The tail. Oh, the tail is there. The arrow. The arrow that he attacked Sabo with. Oh, that's okay. Oh my god, that looked so familiar. That's the symbol that he gives to the contract. I'm getting to the eyes in a moment. I'm just still taking all of this in. So create. No joke. This shit is a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card, like early Yu-Gi-Oh. Like some OP ass version of the Dark Magician. Looks like an anal type of design. No shot. In terms of clothes, maybe-ish. Also the horns. The only one we've seen with like this type of horns is Yamato. Yamato's the only one like that has a fading color with at the horns. Some Wukong energy. I don't really see Wukong. There's no monkey vibes. I need to see. Damn, we need to see like a better drawing, a better picture where he's like standing. Oh my god, standing up normally, seeing his full body, because he Here he's crouching down. He could be possessing a body, no? He has devil fruit. Like he is a devil fruit and got awakened. Devil fruit took over. Oh! Oh, that's it. Huh. Like he is a devil fruit? And got eat. That's not that crazy to suggest. Wait. Okay, saying it's a supreme graded weapon. That means you're assuming that this weapon was made normally by a blacksmith. Which I don't really see. Like this weapon might just be completely manifested by Emu himself. The Akuma power, don't... Yo, what up? Yo, don't know what... Akuma. Sounds familiar, but doesn't really... Oh my fucking god, he even... he even has the Yu-Gi-Oh eye. Okay, speaking of eyes. Okay, so that is not a complete Hagoromo scarf. But something more akin of the truth-seeking orbs of Naruto. Because Naruto had like the orbs floating behind him. And this is more similar to that. Like it doesn't go around over his shoulders and underneath his armpits. The eyes though. Nah, Luffy. You better eat that fucking meatball. Like moving like Danzo? If that's the case, Emu better not be, because Danzo was arguably one of the worst fighters I've ever seen. If he's moving like Danzo, he's gonna get fucking destroyed. No, this is yeah, the eyes on his head. Yeah. I was talking more so of moving like Danzo as in his battle IQ. Because Danzo, in terms of battle IQ, there was not much going on there. But with the eyes. And also, which one of you said this is not a Lunarian? Oh my, now that we have an actual human or a humanoid form, his eye only looks more like a Rinnegan. There's eyes everywhere. Yeah, I get it. But someone in chat earlier said, nah, that's not a Lunarian, but are we sure? Dark skin, white hair. Those are traits of a Lunarian. The only thing we don't see is like the flames on the back. And I don't count these flames. Maybe the Akuma power. Created devil fruits. Emu causes demons to possess people, even objects like houses, perhaps bound devil. Oh, okay, yeah. Fair enough. One of the... Hold up, let's dwell on this for a bit. One of the first 20 abilities. Oh my god! Okay, no wonder I was having a stroke trying to read this. Hold up. I completely misread this. World government creator, one of the first 20. Period. Ability, devil's fruit. Oh my, holy shit! I had that shit gave me a stroke. So holy fuck. One of the, I thought it said one of the first 20 abilities, but no, it's one of the first 20 creators of the world government. Ability, devil's fruit. And once again, it's not saying it's not saying paramecia fruit model paramecia devil's fruit or something. No, it's just devil's fruit, just like with the Gorosei's abilities. That she just said Gyuki, Cerberus. I'm so curious. If there's anyone after this chapter saying that Emu has a devil fruit, like what in the fuck are you even reading at this point? Like someone who's, it baffles me to this day. Like how did, like from the first moment we've seen the forms of the Gorosei. For the moment I saw them, I was like, nah, that shit ain't no devil fruit. That was not giving any devil fruit vibe. Just from the looks of it. But back then, when they were first introduced, fair enough. We can argue about it. Maybe I was wrong back then. It could have been like some crazy devil fruit. But as more time passes forward, the more we learn, the more we've been getting more and more hints, seeing more and more of their abilities. None of those abilities had any traits of devil fruits. And yet people, content creators were still, certain content creators were still going like, huh, I wonder what kind of devil fruits I have. Like, how the fuck do you look at that and say, that's a devil fruit? It maybe is the original devil fruit? This is 100%. This is from something that precedes devil fruits. Whatever power or magic system that was going on before the creation of devil fruits, Emu had it or has it. Now, this has got to be one of the hardest, if not the hardest design we've gotten from Oda. Emu's giant size? Yeah, I mentioned it earlier, because that is a giant rooftop. That is not a regular rooftop. But Emu, what is going on here? And why is Emu in this black blob form? So the moment Emu arrives, falls down, I guess coughs up blood, and then transforms. And then turns into this. But to me, so the Lunarians are mostly extinct. The Lunarians are mostly extinct, and the characteristics of Lunarians are dark skin, white hair, a flame on the back, wings, and currently Emu is missing 2 out of 4 traits characteristics. Maybe Emu is a hybrid? Maybe like a hybrid between a giant and a Lunarian? Because Emu does have the horns. But those are not giant horns. These are more like Yamato. And all we've gotten from Yamato and Kaido was that they're Oni. They're ogres. That's the only thing we've ever gotten from in terms of Oni creatures. Kaido was looking down on people. He was teaching Yamato. Telling Yamato, hey, we are not people. We're above them. We're Oni. Something along those lines. Real Elbaf starts now. Yeah. Fuck. Oh my god, we got a break. Fuck. I think the theory that there is some type of curse that holds back Emu, resulting in him not able to leave the Holy Land for a long time. Also because the Gorosei were much persuading for... Exactly. Which... I had another thought. Actually today, while I was biking home from work. What in the fuck is Emu's goal? Because so far, I think everyone was just assuming that Emu's goal is just maintaining what Emu has already. Because Emu controls the world, is the ruler of the world, has the world by the balls. So I guess everyone just assumed that Emu's main goal is to maintain that, to maintain what he has. And not let others take it away from him. But now, Emu definitely has an end goal to work towards. And it has to be tied to the One Piece, why no one is allowed to find it. And there is a reason why Roger was too early in Laugh Tale. What about the book he used? Some part of... Is that part of his... Yeah, just the book alone is a sign that he does not have a devil fruit. The fact that he is a devil fruit, like he has the ability to create abilities, yeah, that makes more sense. Overall goal, flooding the whole world for total extinction. No, I don't think there is no benefit for Emu if everyone's dead. Emu clearly needs and wants to control people. If some civilizations here and there get killed, obviously Emu doesn't give a shit. Because we've seen what he's done to Leloucia. But what? Which leads me to think, Emu's real goal it has to be some sort of revival. All this time, we've been thinking that the battle between Joy Boy and Emu, that Joy Boy lost. But what if he didn't? What if it was a stalemate? Or, in a way, what if Joy Boy actually won? And couldn't, like Joy Boy won but couldn't actually finish the job. And Joy Boy fucked Emu somehow fucked Emu up so hard that it left Emu incapable of leaving the Holy Land. And whatever it is Emu needs, it is in Laugh Tale. and it is tied to a certain time period. And Emu won't allow anyone to get there. Because whatever the One Piece is, I think belongs to Emu? That's why building those bridges? Those bridges are, I think, those bridges are for control, not for destruction. If he was planning to destroy, if his plan was total extinction, then there's no need for bridges. And also, all this time, Emu was perfectly fine in Marijois, living for centuries, maybe over a millennium, maybe even. Perfectly fine. But when he gets out of the red line, he starts coughing up blood. Why is it that Emu is fine on top of the red line? And we know who was on top of the red line before the Celestial Dragons got there. It was Lunarians. Lunarians were on top. Whatever it was before it was the Holy Land, that was the homeland of the Lunarians. So is that why Emu can just live there normally? Fuck no, there's so much. There's so holy fuck. Probably keeping the status quo with the appearance of Rocks, Roger, and no Luffy leads. No, the maintaining the status quo is what we assumed before this chapter. Because we've never, like... I don't think I've seen anyone ask the question, like, what is Emu's goal? What is Emu's end goal? What is Emu trying to achieve? Because I think everyone just assumed it was maintaining the status quo. But right now, it's not. No, Emu definitely has a goal to work towards. There's civilization on the moon. Could that come to play in Emu's cause? For Emu's cause? I mean, Lunarians. Lunarians means it refers to someone living or like from the moon. The loon from in the word Lunarian, it refers to the moon. I think it's a Latin. Luna definition. Yeah. Okay, it's Latin. Yeah. Luna or Luna means moon in Latin. Because in French, moon is lune, Lune. Art design, yeah, pretty much. I think before this reveal, I would have given it to Snake Man. But now this goes hard as fuck. He looks so much like King. Soy Pack, welcome to the stream. Also, guys, before I read your message, like and subscribe. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Would very much appreciate it. Got two theories for Emu spilling blood. Either he is now closer to the sea. Ooh, I didn't think of that. Good one. Or he might be bound to Marijois because that's where his heart is. Maybe. The sea one I actually do like. However, we've we've seen Luffy drowning. We've seen Luffy cuffed to sea stone, like many other Delphi users. It never made them bleed. It never made them cough up blood. So this, whatever this is, oh, hold up, no, hold up. I'm bringing it out. I'm bringing it out. Yeah, it was only a matter of time. Oh, this. Oh wait, no, this is not. That is the wrong translation. Where is it? It was only a matter of time before I pulled it. So here we are. So after Joy Boy possibly got defeated, people killed the sun, referring to Joy Boy in his Nika form being killed, became gods. Said people becoming gods, rising up to the red line and becoming the celestial dragons. The sea god rampaged. The sea god rampaged. So your theory to the sea hurting Emu, maybe it's actually tied to the sea god. That he's, yeah, because he's closer to the sea, it actually physically hurts him. But it in a way, it also doesn't fully add up. Because why didn't it hurt the Gorosei when they went to Egghead? Because that's still Emu's ability. So we're talking about the moon. And I'll come back. Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Just bring him back. The fake leaks on April 1st with Emu's real face were way too similar. There was that was a fake spoiler? April 1st, like that was yesterday. The spoilers had already dropped. I spent another 4 hours stream. Ooh, fuck. Actually, yeah, because it's Easter weekend. So I got Monday off. So Sunday, either Saturday or Sunday, yeah, I'll be able to do a full-on discussion stream. Yeah. We need to know why the 20 kings fought against the Ancient Kingdom. Lily was one of those 20 kings. I don't think Emu goes back to Harley First World. Emu inherited someone's will from the First World. Possibly. I was also of the opinion that Emu only came into play in the Second World. But for me, I changed my opinion about that. Because it doesn't add up that Emu comes from the Second World. How do I say it? Just because of the fact that Emu does not have a devil fruit, whatever Emu's power is, it precedes what happens here. This is the forest gods sent forth devils. To me, that is the creation of devil fruits. And also, another thing that happened, we got a confirmation that Emu is more worried about Nika than Joy Boy. Why wouldn't Emu be more worried about Nika and not instead of Joy Boy if Emu has already faced the Nika? The sun god appeared. The earth god grew furious. And it is my take that this earth god that might actually refer to Emu. The Gorosei are not affected, I think, because they are not like cursed by the sea god. Yeah, but it's still Emu's ability. So if this right here is the case, if Emu gets hurt at sea level because of the sea god rampaging, then it should affect Emu's ability on others, right? Like the Gorosei. But that's obviously running on the assumption that this is the case. I think the sea god cursed the 20 kings physically, so they shall never return to land. Maybe? Yeah, the sea god has... The sea god, no. On first... When we first read the mural, the Harley text, everyone's first instinct, the sea god, was referring to Poseidon. And then after a while, for one reason or another, everyone's opinion, including mine, changed. That the sea god might refer to someone else. But nah, it's... We were correct on the... In the first place. The sea god has to refer to Poseidon. Joy Boy's promise to Poseidon could not be fulfilled for one reason or another. Joy Boy apologized for it. And I think maybe Poseidon got that message. And I guess got furious and just rampaged? So Poseidon's abilities might not just be controlling the Sea Kings. What if the previous Poseidon actually raised the sea levels? Would that be that crazy to suggest? Because everyone's first assumption when Vegapunk, during the Vegapunk broadcast, when he said that the world is submerged and the sea level keeps rising, and the world has been like submerged in like hundreds of meters of water. What if that's Poseidon's doing? What if controlling the Sea Kings is just one aspect of Poseidon's power? Shirahoshi might have the ability to actually lower the sea level. Hold on, I missed some messages. Emu also seems to be worried about Shirahoshi, maybe Sea God. Oh, yeah, okay. I was just talking about that. Maybe I don't know what yeah. No, the Sea God is definitely... No, Shirahoshi is definitely the Sea God, or Poseidon specifically. Yo, Baked Bread, what up? Welcome. Did you read the new chapter? Yes, I did. And we are now discussing it. And the only way to discuss this is by discussing this. Excuse me. And we know that Emu is one of the 20 kings, so he is forever cursed to come down the red line, but also think there is a way to demolish that curse. Wait, hold up. Forever cursed to come down to the red line. What if that's a way to demolish that curse? What if that is the One Piece? And now it also... So, before I started stream, I essentially mentioned like how it made no sense that like the top tiers of the world could not hurt Emu. And my takeaway was that this, when we saw this in God Valley, in last chapter, that was not Emu physically, but just some sort of projection. I guess is what how I would describe it best. This, however, You have to remember these texts about the three worlds are religious texts from the giants known as Harley, so they should not be taken literal. We are not taking it literal. There are countless ways to interpret these texts. That's why we keep like coming back to them and like try to. Once we get new information, we always come back to the text because it just gives us another way to like interpret it. There are so many ways to interpret this text. Every single line has like a double meaning or triple meaning or even a quadruple meaning. Oh, wrong place. Oh, damn. Where's the music? Music's almost over. Let me run it back. The child's dreams? No. The child's dreams was the mural. So, the child's dreams is like the drawing. The texts are separate. So the Harley text and this drawing, they are separate, but connected because Oda decides to show us at the same time. What do you think his devil fruit? Wait, who's devil fruit? Brother, this this is no devil. Whatever the fuck this is no devil fruit, man. This is no devil fruit. And it said his ability is devil's fruit. This motherfucker has not eaten a devil fruit. Whatever he has, it precedes the creation of devil fruits. Maybe he's the original source. Maybe in some way Imu has created the devil fruits. But this ability, nah, that is... Imu has not eaten a devil fruit. Imu's hybrid form? Yeah, I don't think hybrid form applies to Imu. Saying Imu has... Saying this is a hybrid form would imply that he has eaten a Zoan. Which again, isn't the case. This is not... He has not eaten a devil fruit. It would not surprise me if Imu can just transform into whatever the fuck. We're going to see some batshit crazy things. Crazy transformations, body manipulation. Like Imu's body just doing some crazy shit that makes no sense. Area manipulation, like we see here. He might have characteristics of a Logia too, but it's not a devil. He has not eaten a devil fruit. Really think about Joyboy's full. What do you mean Joyboy's full complete form? We have never seen Joyboy. We have only seen a silhouette from Joyboy. Sea God Rampage 200. That's what I said earlier. The Sea God Poseidon. Poseidon's own, like the Poseidon's power is most likely more than just controlling Sea Kings. Being able to control Sea Kings already is insanely powerful. But if that's just one aspect of Poseidon's power, that there are levels to this shit. Does it have animal transform? Mark my words, we are going to see tens of different transformations from Imu. Mark my fucking words. We've seen the Gorosei. Was there 5? A Garling sword makes 6. Those are all abilities gifted by Imu. Those are not devil fruits. Those are gifted by Emu. They're all demonic creatures. Emu has created those or gifted those. Emu most likely has the ability to transform into whatever the fuck he wants. Because he has the most busted fucking ability, which is not a devil fruit. We're probably gonna see him fall into the ocean and just swim back up. Probably hurt because, as we've discussed earlier, the sea hurts him. But I don't think he loses his ability when he swims. When Emu was attacked, kind of looked like a dragon or something. No, Emu looked like a blob. His body looked liquid. He looked like water being like someone water bending. That's what he looked like. I mean, in theory, Luffy's devil fruit has another form, and Gear 5 is just the fruits you. Luffy's devil fruit is the human fruit, mythical type, sun god Nika. And every image we've seen from Nika, every image we've seen is something like this. This version, or this version, or what else? Essentially, yeah, these silhouettes, that's all we've seen. So if what you're saying is correct, then this is the full Zoan form, not the hybrid form. This is the full form of Nika. So whenever Luffy transforms into Gear 5, if your theory is correct, that would not be a hybrid. That would be the full form. And what would... Like, how do you even create a hybrid between a humanoid and a humanoid creature? There is no hybriding that. Seems like Emu has his own musical rhythm that comes from his transformation. Yeah, exactly. I mentioned it during... Yeah, I'm gonna get to that in a bit, actually. I'm gonna scroll back a bit and discuss the entrance of Emu. Luffy has the drums of liberation, so in contrast, I guess Emu has the drums. No, those are not drums. Don't get it wrong. Those are not drums. There's a huge difference. These words, they're being sung. Borororo. Those are not drums. Those are actually being sung. Hold up. Let me pull up Luffy's first Gear 5 transformation. Holy, my mind is... Fuck. Oh, god damn it. I clicked everything away. I'm really fucking up here. First chapter of Gear 5 was 10:40... 44. There is a huge difference. Look. So Luffy transforming, Haki going crazy, and we see the drums. There is no speech bubble. Because the drum, his heart is making the beat sound. This, however, the houses, the trees are singing. They are singing the songs. They are making the Dororun sound. The Bororo sounds. They are singing. And we see musical notes in the background, so there definitely is music being created. Oh, let's take this even further. Film Red. The director of Film Red is one of the very few people who knows the ending to One Piece. And he's essentially hinted that he made that movie with that knowledge in his mind. And Uta's ult, her ultimate technique that she used in the movie was Tat Musica. That shit was some dark, menacing music. With something that looked... Hold up. The design of Thought Musica was I don't know how to describe it, but it was very freaky. No, I need the full image of Thought Musica. Yeah, so this is Thought Musica. How it looks. And the way it's drawn, like the piano's all like swirly, the claws. It does have some similar characteristics to these houses, like the way they're drawn. Like there's goofiness to their I guess darkness. Hold up. Let's see. I mean, the theory that Luffy's Dofru has another form. Oh, like seems like Emu has his own musical rhythm. Yeah, okay. So I already read that. The theory. Now when Sabo used smothered mates, Emu got mad and transformed into a dragon type and teeth. Okay, let's go there. That was not a dragon. If that was a dragon, that would be just one of the many forms that Emu has. Which chapter was that? Owl Library, no. Living Doll's best friend. Would okay, way further back. Labostratum Mark III. In memory. Well of O'Hara. 1085, okay. Oh yeah, Death of Nephthar took over. Yep, that's the one. Now there is nothing showcasing here that Emu has any physical form. That is just the black blob Emu that we know. Just eating the attack. Because Emu can just manipulate his body in that form. Just like last chapter. Do we already forget what we've seen last chapter from Emu? What he did to Gunko? Hold up. Look how Emu looks. It just looks like a bunch of strings from that distance. In this form, Emu can just freely move his body into any shape that he wants. There is no logic to this form. Saying he transformed into a dragon makes no sense because this is not a physical body. Bro, are we going to talk about those damn skulls that keep coming up Loki's belt? There's so much to discuss about it. I've already spent so much time about Emu's appearance, and I still haven't discussed everything. The skulls, yeah, and I mean skulls come out. Do we really need to discuss skulls in a story about pirates? There's skulls everywhere. Hold up. We know current Gear 5 can beat shit out of Emu. We do not know that. Emu looks severely weakened. We're not severely weakened, but Emu's not at his best right now. We have a Emu that is not at his best, facing off against a Luffy that can maintain Gear 5 for a very short time. And then we have Loki. No, this is holy fuck. No, this is by far the hardest design Oda has given us. Let me see if I can find it. What was its name again? Just give me a moment. I'm looking for something that I want to show you guys. Like what Emu's real body reminds me of. Like this, like the vibe that he gives. Like it's this. It reminds me so much of this, like the Dark Magician of Chaos. Or Magician of Chaos. And not necessarily like the face and that, because you can barely see any hair from the Magician of Chaos. Just like the staff, the eyes, the circle behind him. And also, like I said earlier, like straight up the Yu-Gi-Oh eye. Interesting. It seems that you can't leave the Holy Land. It seems Joy Boy and Davy Jones did something to their death. Well, we don't know. We've never had a full reveal or a proper reveal of when Joy Boy even lived. We don't know if no, not Joy Boy. I'm sorry. I mean Davy Jones. Like, did Davy Jones come before Joy Boy or after? Because Joy Boy was the first pirate, and if Davy Jones was a pirate also, then that means he came after. But what significance does Davy Jones have that impacted Emu so much? A point I made earlier. We always assume that in the second world that the Joy Boy just straight up lost to Emu. Emu won the war, Joy Boy lost, and that's it. There has to be more to that. Sure, Joy Boy lost. Maybe he even got killed by Emu. But chances are right now that Emu did not fully win that fight. And it's the reason why Emu cannot go to the lower world, to the lower realm. People killed the sun. There's a continuation to that sentence. Look, people killed the sun and became gods, referring to oh my god, I can talk. Referring to the celestial dragons. People killed the sun, referring to the kings, or to the allies, or to whoever it is that fought Joy Boy and became gods, referring to those kings, the 20 monarchs, going up the Grand Line and becoming celestial dragons, or as they refer to themselves, as gods. The sun doesn't mean the sun god? I'm pretty sure that's what it means. But the reason why it's written like that, or it's not specifically written like people killed the sun god, is it has to have a double meaning. And it has to be tied to, where is it? The sun will turn, or as in another translation says, a new dawn comes, or something along those lines. Because in One Piece, they always refer to the dawn, people awaiting the dawn, which means the sunrise. But in the story, the sun is still there. We see the sun almost on a daily basis in the story. So they didn't actually kill the sun literally. They killed the sun god. And by killing the sun, I guess they mean killing the sun in a metaphorical sense. As in killing the hope. So people are waiting for the dawn, waiting for the sunrise, or waiting for the sun god. So it's a line with multiple definitions, multiple interpretations. Look at the first world. Who is he and they? We still do not know. Because during every During the end of every world, something happens which divides the world, and it's he and they could not meet again. Flame of Hell... oh my god. And with the Hell Flame Serpent enveloped the world, death and darkness, he and they could not meet again. That one I think is the most obvious one. The creation of the red line enveloping the world, and thus like splitting the world apart, creating two halves, and the people on each side could not meet again. And with this part, which might be a third power for Poseidon, the creation of the Calm Belt. The creation of the Calm Belt is another line that separates the world. So you have like the red line goes one way, and then you have the Calm Belt, which like splits the world in another way. So essentially, the world is split into four halves, like the four blues. And I guess here the potential creation of the Calm Belt through Poseidon. He and they could not meet again. Because there's also different translations of this, and in some translations it just says they could not meet again. Look at the first world. What about the first world? Writing world, yeah. That's I think that's the most popular theory for now, that everyone essentially agrees with. In the first world, it's the creation of the red line, like the Hellflame Serpent enveloping the world, creating the red line. Emu has the original devil fruits, the first one besides nika fruit. No, it's not a devil fruit. Okay, Emu has not eaten a devil fruit. Emu might be a devil fruit, which is someone early in chat said it, that his takeaway from it was that Emu is a devil fruit, like maybe in some way, shape, or form, because he's able to like give other people abilities. So Emu being a devil fruit makes sense, but not devil fruits in the way that we know it, because he could also just strip away those powers. And also, it's written differently, because usually we always talk about devil fruits, but this says devil's fruit. So the devil, his fruit. The fruit of the devil. And even here, like the translator's note says, Akuma Devil is written here entirely in katakana, whereas it's typically written with kanji for normal devil fruits. So Oda is clearly differentiating between normal devil fruits and whatever the fuck this is. The sun and the sun god are two separate entities. Well, the sun god only appeared in the first world. In the second world, the sun god appeared in the form of Nika. But the reason why it's phrased like this is because it has a double definition. It's referring to the sun god, in this case Joy Boy, being killed, but also has another meaning that we still have to learn of. People killed the sun. This is the second world. That's where Joy Boy lost. Joy Boy being the incarnation of Nika. He lost there. The details we don't know of. We don't know what exactly happened. All we know, he did not win whatever war he was fighting. Or at least did not win it fully. People killed the sun. People killed Joy Boy, or defeated Joy Boy, and became gods. Rose up to the red line, became gods. Let me look up for another translation for the mural. Because you gotta... Let's see, I think this is also one. I think this was the official? So this one, it says, the earth god raged, and with his serpent of hellfire shrouded the world in death and darkness, and they would never meet again. Second world, within the void there was breath. The forest god tamed demons and the sun spread the fires of war. Like this one. Here it says the forest god tamed demons. But in other translation it says the forest god created demons or sent out demons. The sun spread the fires of war, referring to Joy Boy making a name for himself, rebelling against whatever government was ruling the world back then, spreading the fires of war. Those of the Half Moon dreamed, maybe referring to the D members. Those of the moon dreamed. No idea what that could refer to. Lunarians could be too easy. Man killed the sun and became God. Once again, killing the sun has a double definition because it refers to both killing Joy Boy and another definition that we still do not fully understand because we do not have all the information yet. No, that's the wrong one. I need another translation. Okay, that's a completely different language. Okay, this is a whole different translation. Fuck. Okay, chill down. Okay, then chat's gonna... I have trouble keeping up with chat right now. Really happened is what happened to the other 19 kings. Maybe they just died. Chances are they didn't have whatever immortality factor is that Emu has. Maybe they just died of old age, and because Emu, one of the original kings, lived, just took power. 19 went to Merijois and 1 stayed behind. Yeah, the other one being Lily. Katakana is supposed to emphasize the word, so devil is standing out here. Okay. Yeah, so my knowledge of Japanese language, don't fully grasp it because Japanese is a very complex language. So like using katakana to emphasize the word devil to make it stand out, that's a new one I haven't heard yet. But using katakana instead of kanji, that already is a big difference alone. And damn, we got 30 people watching. Damn, it's crazy. Welcome everybody. To anyone new here, if you like what you're seeing, make sure to drop a... Oh my fucking god, I didn't even notice. I gained a couple subs. Thank you. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I didn't even notice. To whoever subbed to the channel, I appreciate it so much. I was so focused on deciphering everything. Appreciate it a lot, man. Thank you very much. And of course, keep them coming. Keep them coming. As you guys can see, I'm trying to reach 500 subs. So the more people sub, the faster I get there. So once again, thank you again. Emu really got the immortality youth operation. That is a possibility, yeah. But we don't know. We've only seen the mention of it once in Dressrosa and never again. But the only place where that could have been created is in the second world, because that's where the devil fruits have been created. Not in the first world. Unless in the first world there was another version of it, somehow, some way. I have a feeling the first world doesn't have devil fruits there or entities alive that when the second world obviously, yeah, because the second world refers to the creation of devil fruits. So whatever was happening in the first world, there were no devil fruits there. There was a breath upon the emptiness. The god of the forest sent forth demons, referring to devil fruits. The sun merely spread the embers of war. Okay. First world, there was fire upon the earth. Humanity succumbed to desire and touched the forbidden sun. The slaves made a wish, and the god of the sun appeared. But the god of the earth became enraged, and alongside the serpent of hell, enveloped the world in death and darkness. They could never meet again. Yeah, so whatever was going on in the first world, there were no devil fruits there. There was a god of the earth. Maybe that's just a primitive way to refer to kings. To a king. Maybe it's just a king back then that they referred to as a god. Or it's an actual god of the earth. The god of the earth might even have been Emu. Or Emu's ancestors. But it's very interesting that the earth god became enraged because people wished for the sun god. The slaves made. Oh my god, I can't talk. Slaves wished for the sun god, and he appeared. And I have a different take on this specifically. The god of the sun appeared. I think that's metaphorical. I don't think the sun god ever physically came in the first world. I think this is referring to the idea of the sun god coming to life. Just the idea of people having hope and wishing for a sun god to liberate them was a big enough of a threat to send the god of the earth into a frenzy. It's one of the best chapters I've ever read. But literally, this was. Ooh, okay, hold up. So far, best chapter of the year. So far, best chapter of the year. 1179. And it is the first chapter since the mural that actually is on par with the mural chapter. Like, I'm going on so many tangents. I haven't even scratched what I want to discuss. Just by showcasing us this, and then his design, it just gives us so much more information to work with. To just try to connect dots, just try to find a path to where the truth lies. Hold up. It's Nika, Joyboy, Luffy. Yeah, and my takeaway is, I think I'm one of the very few people that has this theory that the sun god has never actually existed. He never has physically existed. I think the sun god appearing, like I said just a few minutes ago, is just the idea of the sun god coming to life. Just people wishing for a sun god was a big enough of a threat because it could actually give birth to a real sun god. What's that on Emu's arm? It looks like a tattoo of his people or a seal where Emu can't leave the Holy Land. Oh, I looked at it earlier when I was reading the chapter. On his arm? Oh, you mean on his hand? I thought you meant this emblem. Okay, no. Whatever that is, I have no idea, man. Probably just means he's a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I mean, might just be decorations. Just not decorations. I don't know, just tattoos maybe. Maybe this is not that deep. You just drip. I mean, it looks dope. Do we think excuse me. Do we think world is a completely new entity? How Emu is called the world? So Earth God enveloped the world, darkness, and the third world, Sun God brings the end to the world. You're referring to the first, second. Okay, so you're referring to the first world, second world, and third world being actual people? Because that's a new one. It's possible. I mean, the idea is not that far out. You move fight. Man, we have to wait 2 weeks for this shit. We have to wait 2 whole weeks. Fuck. So the Earth God might be the giant serpent enveloping. Wait, the Earth God might be the giant serpent enveloping the world fighting. No, the Earth God and the serpent are different, are separate. The Earth God enraged and with its serpent of hellfire. So whatever this serpent of hellfire is, might have been the Earth God's pet or guardian animal or something. Earth God might be possessing the world. We don't have enough to make actual good guesses. But the sun god, it might just be referring to a king. Like maybe that was some king that referred to himself as a god, and maybe that's how like it went down in history. Or it could be an actual god. On the Skypiea flashback before Nolan saves the girl, they mentioned they mentioned the sun god, the rain god, the force god, and earth god, no? Literally, no, this is, I haven't had this feeling since the mural chapter. Fuck. It was always remind me of Magi anime. I've never watched Magi, but to me, it reminds me a lot of this could straight up be a Yu-Gi-Oh card, like a Dark Magician type Yu-Gi-Oh card. Remember Shinra? I don't know what Shinra is. I think One Piece anime might have spoiled or teased on how Imu falls from the heavens. Wait, what? I think I think the One Piece anime might have spoiled or teased how Imu falls from the heavens. His wing. Wait, when has the anime done that? Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Okay. So this, fuck. Yeah, I'm definitely doing a discussion stream for this shit. I need to go over the whole damn chapter again, and this might turn into another 4-hour chapter. A 4-hour stream. Imu has horns. Does it correlate with ancient giant? Yeah. So you weren't here when I mentioned it, but those horns, those are not giant horns. But if anything, they're the only character that has similar horns with the color difference is Yamato. The shape isn't the same, but Yamato has, look, like it has a color differentiation, and especially I need to look at a manga version, where you can actually see the colors. Yeah, so here it's not exactly the same, but it is very similar. So Emu has dark skin and he goes like fully into a black horn. Yamato, it goes from white to black like that, and of course in the anime it's yellowish to red. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Wires RC1. Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? This guy is really praying to a giant serpent. Oh, no, the Skypiea was a last-minute idea for Oda. Like, he did not plan that shit from the beginning. That was just a last-minute plan to just throw it into the story. And the way I see it, the Skypiea arc is it's essentially the entire One Piece story told into a single arc. So once the One Piece story is over, we will be able to look back at the entire story and look at Skypiea, and we will just see Skypiea as like a smaller version of the One Piece story. It's why a lot of people call Skypiea the most One Piece arc there is, because it has everything One Piece has to offer. It's worth the wait. Crazy how many epics of Emu people are going to find. Wait, epics of Emu people are going to crazy finding spoilers. The crazy thing is, anime onlys they're going to see this. They're going to see this panel. They will not even be able to guess that this is from One Piece. Like this does not look like a One Piece character at all. This RC is fine. Okay, well, good shit. Thank you. Welcome to the stream, RC. Hope you're doing well. Is he a perfect breed or Lunarian? Yeah. Oh, so yeah. Speaking of that, I actually said it earlier before you guys joined. But this, if I had to take a guess, this is a hybrid between a Oni and a Lunarian. Because in terms of Lunarians, we don't see the flames on the back and we don't see the wings. But he has Oni horns and he's big as fuck. Such a peak chapter. No, this chapter is insane. Absolutely fucking insane. Check Magi design, especially. Hold up, let me see. I know nothing about Magi. Where do I? Okay. Magi. Jin. This. Hold up, I need a. Is there a manga? Because manga images are usually more clear. Wait, this? I know nothing about this anime, so I have no idea what I'm supposed to look for. But I can sort of guess what you mean. Okay, yeah, okay, I can see it with this one. Yeah, I can see it. Not sure if this is what you're referring to, but I can definitely see it. Let's assume that Emu does have a devil fruit and he can transform into the devil. Wouldn't that mean that his horns aren't actually his, but only there because of his awakening form? So, I am not going to do that. I never do this, but this is the one time I'm going all out I'm putting all my stocks. I'm buying all the stocks into the theory that Emu does not have a devil fruit. Or let me say rephrase that. Emu has not eaten a devil fruit. At least not the devil fruits that we know that we are familiar with. This is something entirely different. If I get proven wrong, I'll openly admit it. I'll admit it. I'll, I'll admit that I was wrong. I'll take my words back and I'll accept it. If I'm right, though, I will gloat endlessly because I caught that shit from the first moment we saw Saturn in his spider form. The first time I saw Saturn in his spider form, I looked at him and I was like, that shit is not a devil fruit. Whatever the fuck that is different. And I am riding that theory until I am proven wrong or right. Shinra God Fire Force, if you plan on reading that. I mean, I can look up. I mean, I do want to read more manga, but I'm already struggling with Tokyo Ghoul as we speak. I already have several manga on my list, but I don't. I would love to read them on stream, but I just don't have any time. I'll get to them eventually, but maybe if I'm able. I mean, if I ever get to 500 subs and able to like make some money of my streams, then sure, I can do it. Also, just a moment. Give me 1 minute, guys. Stream elements. And of course, if you haven't yet, like and subscribe. Just keep the likes and subs coming, man. I need every little bit of it. And of course, would appreciate it a lot. Oh, that's not good. Okay, like that. Oh, someone else just dropped a sub. Whoever that was, thank you very much. Okay, I've updated the sub count on top of the screen. Once again, thank you very much for all the subs. Keep them coming. It's confirmed Luffy needs a full potential of the Nika fruit and understanding if Luffy in his current state can beat Emu. In his current state, can't beat Emu, even Loki. Loki has to distract him. I think you are going to be very surprised. Because this is a weakened Emu. This is not Emu at his best. Going to the lower seas has clearly weakened him. So Luffy will have a good chance. I don't think. Of course, we are definitely going to see Emu just go batshit crazy. Oda's gonna just go crazy with his abilities, just showcase what he can do. But I don't think Luffy is gonna be pushed over that easily. It's Luffy after all, and being backed by Loki. I think it's going to be a fairly even fight. Yeah, Devil thing with Emu doesn't make. Yeah, it is not a Devil fruit. Devil fruit ate Emu. That I would be on board with. A Devil fruit eating Emu. Yeah, that would be something drastically different. I would not be mad at that. Since he probably got his powers when these powers came into existence. Yeah, whatever this is, I've said it from the moment we got introduced to Saturn that this is different. It just the way it looks, it does not give any Neverfull vibes at all. It's completely different. Like When we saw Kaido for the first time, how outlandish he looked in his dragon form, towering like floating over the flower capital. It looked insane. But now once did I get the feeling like, wait, that is not a devil fruit, man. No. We saw Kaido and it was like, no, that should add, that makes sense. That adds up to that fits with all the information that we know about devil fruits. When Kaido went into his the hybrid form, we saw that shit. Looked crazy, and but we were not. No one was like, no, oh, that is not a devil fruit. Same with Big Mom's crazy abilities. When Lucci awakened, when we saw him like that, no one was like, wait, there's something wrong here. People were hyped. It looks sick as fuck, but no one questioned it being a devil fruit. But the moment Saturn appeared, people started doubting, including me. Look at the clouds of Emu. It has eyes. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck that is, man. It's um. Oh my! Hold up. Do you think he's? Do you think he'll be able to? Do you think he'll be able to create clones? Like whatever this ring is, like he's able to split it into multiple pieces, and each eye can be turned into a emu clone. Emu looks like Yamato. What if Emu is a woman and her and Kaido had Yamato? Nope, because we have a confirmation, a final, clear confirmation. He descends. So the woman theory. I was always of the opinion that Emu was most likely a woman, just of the because of how Emu behaved. So I was never confident enough to call Emu a he. But now, okay, now that's a guy. Emu's been sitting on his ass for 800 years while Luffy been. um, there yes. However, Emu is. I think Emu's ability is so fucking busted. It's gonna make up for it. And Luffy will definitely land a few hits. And I wonder, I'm so curious, like what Emu's limitations are. Like, is Luffy able to just, like, can someone just hurt Emu by just punching him? No hockey, nothing. Or, but no way. He's most likely Lunarian, and we've seen how much trouble Zoro had with King. Speaking of Zoro, no, I'm not. No, fuck, I'm not gonna say it. Where was I going with this? Oh, right. Where are Emu's limitations? Like, what can Emu take? Is it just a matter of hitting him hard? Is it a matter of hockey? Is it a matter of the flame going out if he has one? Can he, like, does Sea Stone work on him? Like, does Sea Stone weaken him? Hold up. I think I missed some chats. Chats are gonna go crazy a bit. Um, Dying to. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm living through this shit. Hold up. I'm putting all my stunts. That Vivi is going to arrive at the end of Elbaf. I mean, she is with big news. They might pop up at some point. They're just hovering in Big News Morgan's airship. Wherever they are, they might just pop up at any moment. Excuse me, I had to sneeze right there. One almost looks in the Vivi is going to arrive at the. Oh, well, I've already read that. Pose. He came. Pose. He came so Robin. Wait, Emu. This design is fucking crazy. If you would have shown me this like without the hockey streaks, no context, it would take me it would take me quite a bit to realize it's a One Piece character. Maybe has to rejoin the crew. I mean, she doesn't really have a place to go home to now. I think she's being chased by the Marines right now. I remember the newsletter at the start of the chapter where, yep. The only issue with that is that the Strats have not seen that newspaper yet, which is a bit sad. Would have been so dope if they saw that. He and she is spelled again. That's spelled the same. Well, I mean, next chapter will definitely have a confirmation. Next chapter, we're going to see a full body image of Emu. What's your opinion on Chopper being able to somehow counter Domi Reversi? So most people were of the opinion that he has had a power up, which I don't see. We haven't seen any hints of Chopper doing something to like power up. A lot of people were also of the opinion that it's because he has a devil fruit, or that it's because of his devil fruit, which is possible. My take, however, I'm going on a limb and say that it's because Chopper is an animal. I have very information to like make that guess, but I just feel like that's the case. It might have something to do with being pure-hearted, and like animals are pure-hearted. Like animals don't see good and evil. So being completely pure-hearted might be a counter for that. If Oda wants to go that route, like I could be completely wrong on that. But another argument for that is if animals are the counter to Domi Reversi, that would explain why Kaido was only recruiting animals or animal abilities into his crew. Like, why was Kaido going only for Zoans while preparing for the biggest war the world has ever seen? Also, I'm seeing a lot of new people, so sorry if I miss you. So if translated wrong, it could be a he. 77 LDK. Welcome to the stream. I think the body he's using at the castle is a woman. The body's using it at the castle? Wait, you think inside Benji Castle he's using a. He's possessing someone? Is Imu a perfect breed of Lunarian and Oni? I mean, so far it does seem like a hybrid between Oni and Lunarian. Like, the characteristics of the Lunarian are there. The characteristics of an Oni is there. The only thing we don't see are the wings of a Lunarian, and we don't see the flame. But Lunar. Oh, that was weird. Lunarian, I think 100%. There is, at the very least, Lunarian in him. Zoro, what? Oh my! If if Zoro goes for the attack, that'd be funny. It's like when Luffy turned Gear 5, he's able to manifest things with his imagination, gets something out of his Hanguroma cloud, like the paint. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's already like possessing buildings, like he's creating his own version of homies. Except it takes, oh my god. Except it takes much less effort than Big Mom. Hold on, just give me a moment. All right, I'm back. Excuse me. In terms of Emu's ability, before like before we knew anything about Emu and we saw Luffy's abilities in Gear 5, I always saw it as a possibility that Emu might have a dark version of Toon Force, which would be dope. And we are kind of seeing it ish, but no, we don't know how far Oda's gonna take it with that in that aspect. Unless Zordon gonna do shit to him. I mean, we don't honestly we don't know. We don't know what Emu's limitations are. If Emu has a full physical body, 滴滴滴 I think we're going to see Emu get hurt for the first time ever. And before Luffy goes into Gear 5, before we get a Gear 5 Luffy fighting against Emu, I really, really, really want to see the Luffy in base form. The Luffy that we saw on Onigashima. The Luffy that was fighting 1v1 against Kaido. Going crazy against Kaido in base form. That's the Luffy I want to see again. Before he goes into Gear 5. Uh, Minority Hunters are on the case. Excuse me. So basically, Emu is Devil Fruit in one. I mean, he's Devil's Fruit. That's his ability. What that means? I'm gonna have to wait and see. He does not have a Devil Fruit. He is the one that made them since he says ability. Well, we've seen him give abilities to the Gorosei, to Shamrock's sword, and we've also seen him take abilities away, like how when he killed Saturn. And there's also the Covenant. Oh my god, excuse me. So the things we've seen from Emu, very little things we've seen from Emu, but even with those little things, it's already way too much to come from a regular devil fruit. So Emu has showcased. Oh my fuck. Emu has showcased. Let's do a head count. Domi Reversi, the Shallow Sea Covenant, the Deep Sea Covenant, the the book that Emu pulled out the gun from, um, giving demonic abilities to others and taking them away. Oh, immortality factor, regen factor. That's like 7 different abilities in one. That that is way too much for a regular devil fruit. Oh, then the music stopped again. Let me replay that shit. Looks like Naruto. One Bleach combined one. One Piece and Bleach combined one guy. Yeah. I said it earlier, but like this, like the eye ring, it kind of reminds me of the truth-seeking orbs from Naruto. And the truth-seeking orbs are arguably one of my favorite techniques in any anime ever. Like those were so fucking dope, and Oda just decided, Kishimoto just decided to like take them away from Naruto for bullshit reasons. You see potential wings of the Pirate King similar to Wano coming up. Zoro and Sanji doing some shit. Wouldn't be mad at that. I mean, if Emu is able to create clones, then yeah, the Strats are definitely going to have to play part in this fight. I mean, isn't that full body image? Yeah, but that is a full body image, but like he's crouched down. He's crouched down, and it's not close up. But we need like to see him like fully standing up, like chest out, like show us what he looks like, what the clothes actually looks like when he stands up. Show us the full pattern of his tattoos or whatever those are. Damn, I'm really behind on chat. Holy shit. Chopper needs to awaken and get a design like Sulong. Chopper awakening. Not impossible. But we would need a Chopper arc for that. A Chopper character arc, I mean. Because Kaido said when he saw Luffy's awakening, he said, awakening occurs when a person catches up to his devil fruit. No, hold up, a person awakens his devil fruit when his body and mind catches up to the devil fruit. So Chopper's body and mind would have to catch up to the intent of the devil fruit, of like what the purpose of his devil fruit is. Luffy awakened because he has the Nika devil fruit, which is a liberation fruit. So Luffy needed to die as a liberator while fighting for liberation of others. So Luffy died on Wano, fighting for the liberation of Wano. So that was the mental aspect catching up to the devil fruit. And in terms of physical aspects, he had already essentially completely mastered his devil fruit. So that's what resulted in Luffy's devil fruit. And I think with Dofi, a puppet master, I think that's completely speaks for itself. Like he lives up to that devil fruit, like being a puppet master behind the shadows, and had complete mastery of his devil fruit. So for him, it makes sense that he awakened. For Katakuri, however, like how does Katakuri's mind catch up to Mochi? Like did he just fully catch up to like, oh, I'm Mochi, and decide to awaken? But as for Chopper, We don't know enough about his devil fruit, to be honest. We just know he's a human-human type. That's all we know. What if Chopper's awakened can turn other humans into humans, meaning devil fruit use fuck like Blackbeard? Wait, devil fruit users? Like he can nullify devil fruit? No, that would be crazy. No, I don't think. No, that would be way too broken. Imu only mentions the person's devil fruit's name, not the person's name. Wait, Imu only mentions the person's devil fruit's name, not the person's name. But when it comes to Joy Boy and Davy Jones, it's different. They have true, but it's more. I don't actually. You say he's referring to the devil fruits, but I don't think he is. I think Emu is actually referring to Nika and Nidhogg. Like the actual real Nika and Nidhogg that may have existed in the past, if Nika ever met them. RC, the animal theory does make sense a lot. I mean, it's something that it's the first thing that came up to me, but I don't have enough to like run with that theory. But it's just something that I'm leaning the most towards. Ivankov never lies when he theorized that someone Emu did the Eternal Youth operation. Yeah, but the question is who and when did that to him? Like, who did the immortality surgery on him, and when? And also, whoever dropped the sub just now, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Keep them coming. Let me just adjust that. Because if it was actually the from Law's Devil Fruits in the past, then it had to have happened in the second world and not in the first. And also, if it was the immortality factor, what is this? Why is this happening? This is not giving immortality. Like him falling down, coughing up blood. That seems like someone who's like risking his life just to be there. When in the future? Oh yeah. When in the future we get hints, we say we might get a Joyboy reveal, Void Century flashback, and Laughtale reveal. I'll close or mute my social media. Yeah, it's actually hold up. Is it that crazy that we've gotten a Emu reveal before Joyboy reveal? Or does that make sense? Because during the God Valley flashback, I had a bingo card that I had like made with chatters, and every week I would like pull up the bingo card and would like check off the things that happened. And in the bingo card, I had Emu face reveal and Joyboy face reveal, and I just couldn't decide which one was crazier if it happened. Did you see that one tree singing Boro Boro? Mini Wings? Wait, it did? Boro. Oh, it did! Actually, was laughing at this tree specifically because it looks like Brook, but I didn't even notice the wings. That's funny. The crowd of happiness. This is good shit. I'm also hyped for anime return Sunday. Well, oh, it's Sunday already. Oh shit. Man, I'm so happy the chapter came out today. Holy fuck. With 2 weeks. I mean, actually, in a way, it is good. because it'll give me time to do discussion streams for this chapter. I'll definitely do one on Sunday. And maybe I'll try to do a collab stream with someone for this chapter. I'm also hyped for the anime. Oh, hold up. Emu's full mythical zone might be bigger than Loki's nidal. It is not. Emu does not have a devil fruit. I'm going to dismiss any chat referring to Emu as having eaten a devil fruit. No, Emu has not eaten. Whatever it is, it's not a normal devil fruit. It's not Emu eating the conventional devil fruits that we know. This is something much, much, much bigger than that. Up text next week? Well, I guess that's convenient. You can at least focus on the exams. Emu's clothing looks like Elbaf attire, and the cloak looks like Wano. Right? Huh. Yeah, I guess I can see because Momo does have a cloak like that. The belt does give Elbaf. Yeah, I can see it. And it's hard to tell if Emu is wearing pants or some sort of like skirt. Zoro has a reason now. Emu is the forest god? Maybe? My initial theory, or like, not theory, but just my guess is that Emu was the earth god. The forest god? Possible. Like, it's not something I'll just completely dismiss. Where's only Zoro could awaken since he... Nah, Zoro is a swordsman. Excuse me. All fruits have devil fruits inside them. All fruits have devils inside them, but only zones have actual wills. So it really makes sense. If you look at Emu's symbol, it looks like the covenant contract. Yeah, I mentioned it when I was reading. Oh my god, excuse me. Sorry, I think I'm catching a bit of a cold. Yeah, I noticed the symbol earlier, and yeah, it's the Covenant symbol, the one we've seen on Harold's arm and Shanks's arm. The host body is too old, so you're all thinking that this is like just a host body, a stolen body. Years old. Yeah, but if age shouldn't matter to immortality. That's the whole point of immortality. Do you react to One Piece episode? No, episodes I don't. Because Toei is a bit of a bitch to deal with. I did anime reactions to Gear 5 when it first came out, and it immediately got blocked. I don't think Zoro give a fuck about Emu background. See, let's wait and see if they'll. Yeah, I mean, I've given my opinion. If I'm wrong, I'll openly admit it, and if I'm wrong, and if I'm right, then I'm right. Isn't he cool as a back Jolly Roger? I don't think so. No, if anything, that's more akin to Kaido's Jolly Roger. Let's see. No, it's no. It has Rox's Jolly Roger has flames on it on the skull. My prediction: Emu is not the final boss. Okay, no, that would. Okay, depends on what you mean by that. If you mean like Emu is not the final villain for Luffy and the final villain is Blackbeard instead, fair enough. I'm not mad at that. But if you mean there's someone bigger than Emu, like someone behind the shadows controlling Emu, that would be ass. That would be straight ass because that will have like some Madara bullshit on us with whatever her name was. Like with Naruto, Madara was built up for years and years and years, and as the big bad, and he finally came back, and he was like he lived up to the expectations. He was high. He was such a breath of fresh air, just smacking people around, being an actual threat. Only for what is her name? Kaguya. Only for Kaguya to show up out of nowhere, smacks him away, and she becomes the final villain. That was absolute fucking garbage. And if that happens here too, it won't be any different. If Devils were created, then Emu could have been a test subject to inject people with powers. If Devils were created, then Emu could have been a test subject to inject people with powers with Devils, being the perfected form. Remember, King was also a test subject. Yeah, but we don't know what King was a test subject for. Oh no, no, I think we do know. It was for the what's his face? For the Seraphims. The Seraphims came out of King's DNA because they're all the Seraphims are part Lunarian. And it will just be a plot, but the final boss would be Marshall D. Teach. Teach being the final villain, but yeah, I'm not mad at that. And also, I wonder if Blackbeard's Devil Fruit would work on Emu. Like if the Darkness Fruit actually works on someone like Emu. Because Blackbeard was looking for that fruit for a specific reason. And we all know Devil Fruits are created by people's desires, as Vegapunk told us. So whoever faced off against Emu, or maybe saw Emu and wished for a power to nullify Emu's Devil Fruit, or Emu's powers, I mean, and the Yami Yami no Mi got created. So Emu is Devil Fruit, but along the way, yeah. I mean that before Devils that were a thing, then experiencing humanoid could have been a thing. Maybe. I mean the ancient civilization was a highly advanced civilization that even Vegapunk could not recreate. So it will not be that crazy to suggest. He moves a living devil fruit? Maybe. Possible. For Emu, I'm for anything in terms of his ability, as long as it's. But the one thing I'm sure of is that he has not eaten a devil fruit. This goes way beyond that. Maybe the youth operation creates a host body like a shell to protect the user from age. The Emu looks so young. To get out, you need to do some damage. No, that doesn't seem like immortality to me then. That just seems like postponing the inevitable and still being immortal. From what I can maybe predict, Emu destroy old civilization because it was deemed evil. He was former hero turned villain. we have nothing to work with that. We have nothing to make a guess like that. We don't know nothing about Imu's past, how old Imu is. Like, is Imu just from Joy Boy's era, or is he from even before that? Is he from the first world even? Does look like Salome's Skull new agenda. What's Salome's Skull? You led minorities against Joy. Okay. Imu and Joy Boy is a. Oh. That was an accident, but I can never interrupt the goat when he speaks. Wasn't Joyboy the one that led the minority? Joyboy was a pirate and was fighting against the 20 kingdoms, including Imu. Whoever was in his crew, no idea. Well, I mean, in the... Well, we see this, because the way I interpret this showcased both the battle of Luffy against Imu and Joy Boy against Imu. We see the fight of both, we just don't see the results. We don't see the result of the battle. Because both Joy Boy and Luffy will fight Imu in a somewhat similar way. Joy represents from freedom while Imu is acts by control and justice. Hold the fuck. Remember, Imu isn't truly evil? Hold up. Based on what? Imu blew the fuck out of Lulusia. Wiped the fuck out of Lulusia. Completely wiped it off the map. Simply because it was close. It was close by for it to be tested on. What are you basing that Imu is not fully evil? Is not truly evil? All we've seen from Imu is being a spoiled brat with a short temper and just does whatever the fuck he wants. To the point of almost being childlike. Isn't truly evil. If anything, he's the most evil character we've seen. He's the ruler of the world. He's the one allowing the Celestial Dragons do what the fuck they want. He's the one who allows the Celestial Dragons to do the fucked up shit they do to normal people. He's allowing that. He lived for 1,000 years burning on the throne. Fuck that! Fuck that! No! Do not sympathize with that fucker. Do not sympathize with him. 1,000 years? No, 1,000 years is more than enough time to heal your fucking trauma. No, do not give me that shit. And what are you basing that even on? Why do you think, who told us that he has paranoia and trauma? The one thing we've seen is him having PTSD from getting his ass beat by Joy Boy. Evil, not fully evil. Oh, no, oh, I mean, there's a few people in this. There's a couple new people in this chat. I do not give a single inch of sympathy to the Celestial Dragons, any kind. The only one that I have actually respected is Mjolsgard, and he's actually proven himself. He did the work to redeem himself. He actually put in the effort. He saw his errors. Went out of his way to improve his life, to do actually good. And how was he repaid? He got fucking killed by the fraud himself. Garling. Got executed. Emu looks dope as fuck. Design-wise, dope as fuck. Emu, amazing villain so far. Phenomenal villain. I am not going to give him a single fucking inch of sympathy. I've never given any Gorosei any sympathy whatsoever. I've had people come in my chat telling me that, oh, but the Gorosei are actually a sort of a limit on Emu. They're the one who keeps him the ones who keep him in check. Bitch, based on what? When have we seen the Gorosei try to keep Emu in check or keeping him in check? He decided to blow up Lulusia, completely wipe it off the map. And the Gorosei were like, but why? Why? There's people there. And then Emu was like, well, because they're close by, because of its close proximity. And they were like, well, Emu has spoken. We shall do it. No. Fuck trauma. I don't give a... Trauma is not an excuse to treat people like shit. And especially someone who lives for over 1,000 years. That's plenty of time to heal your fucking inner scars. That's... If you cannot heal... If you cannot heal your inner trauma for over thousands of years, for thousands of years you cannot find a proper therapist, psychologist, and anything to like fix your inner trauma that you've gotten by Joy Boy. 1,000 years? And you still use that as an excuse to rule like a brutal fucking dictator all over the world? Allowing slave trade, genocide, things that I won't even say on this stream. Anything that's justified? Fuck that. No, we don't do that here. I do not give Celestial Dragons an inch of sympathy. If anyone ever comes into this stream showing even a slight bit of sympathy, no, I will pop the fuck off. I will not give them an inch until they prove me wrong. Just like Mjolsgard. Mjolsgard has actually went out of his way to improve himself. Because of, forgot the name, Shiroshi's mom. He actually proved himself. And I respect that shit. And how was he rewarded? Executed. Moral Grey? What story are you reading? Morally Grey. Okay. How is Charlos morally grey? Explain that shit to me. How is Dofi morally grey? And Dofi is the one thing that people always fall for. Dofi, phenomenal villain. Amazingly written villain. We see how he came into what he became. We understand why he became what he became. But I do not sympathize with it. I understand how. I can understand the logic why he came to that conclusion that turned him into that. Do I agree with it? Fuck no. But a lot of people see that and they're like, oh yeah, if that happened to me, I would be a fucking villain too. No, be fucking better. Be better than that. Having trauma is one thing. Using your trauma to treat others like shit means you're fucking weak. You're a weak piece of shit. Oda goes way out of his way to really makes us hate a villain. Every single time, only for Luffy to smack the shit out of him. Bellamy, absolute garbage piece of shit. Pissed everyone the fuck off. And gave us the satisfaction of Luffy just smacking the fuck out of him. Morally grey how? Bellamy was a piece of shit with no ideals, no dreams. All he did was terrorize a fucking village, steal from people, and laughing at people's dreams. And he got smacked the fuck out of him because of that. Crocodile took an entire fucking country, terrorized the fuck out of it, used inner use essentially CIA tactics to completely overthrow it, turn people against the king, so he could take over, cause a civil war that caused potentially thousands of deaths. And I'm supposed to take that as morally gray? Fuck that. You live as immortal, morals start to great. Yes, that is true. However, do you sympathize with that? There is a differentiation between understanding how someone goes to that conclusion and actually agreeing and sympathizing and empathizing with that. There's a difference. There's a reason why Oden always shows us Luffy not giving a single shit about people's pasts. He cares about about what you do in the moment. Were you a piece of shit in the past? Fine. What are you doing right now? Oh, are you good? Oh, all right. If you're good now and used to be fucked up, we good now. Oh, were you good back then, but now you're a piece of shit? Oh, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. Luffy did not care about Nami's backstory at all. All he knew, she was done wrong, went to the guy who did her wrong, and smacked him. Every single time. How about Joy Boy? Wait. My name is Def, also... I call himself... Wait, what? Hey, my name Def, also I call himself a Plankton Def. Sound funny, but I love Lumpy. What about Joy Boy? We know nothing about Joy Boy. Fuck it. Oh. Yeah, you wanted you want a busty emo, huh? Well, sucks to suck. We got us a dope ass design though, so that's something. Dreams are shattered. People's dreams never die, except for this one. No, I do not sympathize with Celestial Dragons. People in power, specifically. The moment someone has power, I put them at a higher standard and expect much, much better from them than the average person. Someone who works at a warehouse doesn't like his job but has nowhere else to work. He's stuck at that job. His life turns miserable because of that. Starts getting depressed, starts getting grumpy, starts not necessarily talking to people in a bad way. Starts talking to people in a somewhat negative way, not being friendly, being grumpy, but not being overly rude. That's something that is the result of his depression because of his circumstances. However, that is someone I empathize with. That is someone with no power, no money. He's a victim of a system that turned him into that. And he's not hurting anyone by being grumpy to someone. Someone who's being a bit rude sometimes because of his circumstances. That I can empathize with. However, someone in power who uses his trauma to take out that trauma on others, why am I supposed to empathize with that? Whatever evil plan is, only goal is stagnant peace? Oh, yeah. Why don't you go and explain that to the people of Lelucia? Tell them, oh, yeah, you got blown up because Emu wanted stagnant peace. Go explain that to them. Go explain to the people of Alabasta that Emu put a system in place with warlords to give them free reign to do whatever the fuck they want. And now thousands of their people got killed in a civil war. But that was just for the sake of stagnant peace. Right? Or the people of Dressrosa. A descendant or a direct celestial dragon. Who used the warlord system to gain power. To gain lost power. Overthrew a king. Turning the people against him. Terrorizing a country. For years and years. For the sake of stagnant peace, right? There is no peace in his plan. Whatever Imu wants, it is hella selfish. And that is another thing I'm gonna stick by. And the one thing we have to go off of is the way Imu talks. Every single time, a lot of people have picked up on it. Imu talks like a toddler throwing a tantrum. Holy fuck, it's midnight. Oh shit, it's midnight. Yeah, I'm gonna end stream here. I need to wake up in 6 hours. Completely lost track of time. Sunday, I will do a discussion stream. I will go over the entire chapter again. It is selfish, but why Joyboy doesn't look like someone who's trying to kill Imu? We know nothing about Joyboy. All we've seen is his silhouette and him saying a line to Emmett. That's all we know about him. We don't know anything about Joyboy's life. But yeah, fuck, I was supposed to go to bed early. Shit. Okay. Sunday discussion stream. I will announce the time. Oh, fuck. Oh, hold up. Oh, I completely fucked up. Okay. Just a moment. Okay, stream might be lagging. Oh, stream's hella lag. Oh, shit. Yeah, stream hella lagging. It's crazy. Let me just close this. Okay, we good. Alright, to those interested, feel free to join my Discord server. I'll keep you guys up to date for the stream on Sunday. Yeah, so again, thank you all for joining. Thank you for watching. Thanks for all the subs. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on Sunday. Peace out.